All right. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesday is here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. I didn't even think I was going to make it tonight because my voice has been gone for the past couple of days. It's finally starting to come back. It's not quite at 100%, but we're going to make do what we got for the night. If you could, first of all, please hit that subscribe button, notification button, to stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. Got to give a shout out to my loctician, Miss Alexandria, aka with her business, Empress and Locks. Make sure you guys go follow her on Instagram. I'm going to leave a little bit of a plug below. Shameless plug. She got your boy right. This is the first time that I've had a lock style ever. And it is amazing. It looks great. I've gotten a lot of great compliments. I've been growing my locks for about 18 months now, and I'm just super thrilled that it came out really nice. Like a handsome young brother today. I mean, I always like a handsome young brother, but today, or lately, I've been feeling real good about it. But anyways, I'm gonna get started on a more serious note. I initially had a discussion in mind where I was gonna gear it towards my high school, any high school students, but I'm gonna actually move that to next month. This month, I learned recently is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And, oftentimes you'll see some of my Teachable Tuesday videos, and I joke around a lot. I'm very playful in some of my videos. This series is going to be very serious. And I would like to say, parental discretion advised, which is not something that I do in most of my videos. I'm not even going to say parental discretion advised, maybe more so for younger children. But I think this is information that's even important for them to know. I don't think it's ever too early for them to know about what we're going to be talking about tonight. But some of the topics that I will be bringing up, not just for tonight, but really over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, they're going to be a bit more mature in content than usual. So just giving everybody a heads up, just in case I have any younger viewers that watch this video. Still safe for younger kids to watch, but just saying, if you have kids, I would say below the age of 13, might be a little bit more of a viewer discretion advised. But anyways, this series is going to be talking about, like I mentioned before, sexual assault awareness and the importance of knowing what to do, what not to do, what to do if you find yourself in a situation, and so on and so forth. And I'm going to be talking from both the perspective of, from men and also from women, because both sides experience similar and different things at the same time. But I want to talk about a general aspect of sexual assault in general, for, what that looks like and, things of that sort, because I think a lot of people have misconceptions, which, by the way, let me just make this perfectly clear. The topic that I'm talking about right now, even though you guys see me wearing, my UCF, shirt, Go Knights Charge On. I'm a grad student there right now. This is not sponsored by UCF, so I want to make that perfectly clear. A lot of times you guys see me wear Cookman paraphernalia, UCF paraphernalia, different paraphernalias in general. This is not sponsored by any type of paraphernalia that is, what I'm a part of as far as organizations. This is sponsored strictly by Marcus Frazier, Teachable Tuesdays. Okay? Without further ado, sexual assault awareness. First of all, you got to define what sexual assault means, right? Sexual assault is when something physical in a sexual manner is done to an individual that is unwarranted, right? So, we all know that, growing up, you get into a relationship as time goes on, and there are times where, physical things may take place. It could be a kiss, could be a hug, could be holding hands, or it could be more, you know what I'm saying? And basically, when it comes to sexual assault, like I mentioned before, that is a physical interaction that happens in a sexual manner that is unwarranted. And a lot of people think that Sexual assault is strictly just the RAPE word. I can't say the full word because YouTube has like certain words that you just can't say out loud. I know it's kind of weird, but you guys know exactly what I just said, right? If you can spell, which I'm pretty sure all of you guys can. But it goes a little, further than that. That's just probably on the bigger scale. Sexual assault could be simply just, for example, a guy walks by and touches a woman's bottom and it's unwarranted, meaning unwarranted means without permission, right? Sexual assault could be, or let me say sexual assault / harassment, could be a woman sending a guy sexual texts and it's unwelcome and it's unwarranted. And I know some people are looking at this video and are like, well, why would that be unwarranted for guys? Guys that want that type of attention, right? Which I'm going to get to that in another video. We're not going to talk about that tonight. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. But anytime something is said or something is done in a sexual manner that is unwelcome, that is considered sexual assault and harassment. And that is a very dangerous thing. I want to let my ladies and gentlemen know right now, you can face jail time for that. You can face pretty violent acts for that if that person decides to retaliate or gets other individuals involved in a situation. And more importantly than that, when you commit an act of sexual assault or sexual harassment, not only does it ruin your reputation, but you also mess up someone's livelihood. It gets to a point where trauma can build as a result of that. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that knows me knows that I talk about trauma often on this channel. And sometimes it can take years to get rid of that trauma, okay? So, as I mentioned on my social media page, sexual assault / harassment is something that I don't take lightly, especially with me being a teacher. And it's not a good thing, y'all. It's really not. It's not. And a lot of people, they don't know the lines of where does it cross to being sexual harassment and also sexual assault. And you'd be surprised to know those lines are very thin as far as how far you cross over before it gets to that point. I've talked about sexual harassment and assault a few times on this channel, but I think this will be the first time that I'm really going to dive deep into different discussions, talking about what it looks like, what should victims do, and so on and so forth. But I just wanted to make a general video tonight to describe the definition of sexual assault and harassment. Like I said, assault is when you're doing something sexual that's unwarranted. Harassment is when you're saying something that's unwarranted. And believe it or not, harassment can turn into assault as well. So to all my ladies and my fellas out there, because it can happen to both sides, just be very careful. Be aware of who you surround yourself with. And I think the sad part about sexual assault and harassment is sometimes it can happen from the very people that you trust. You know what I'm saying? And that probably stinks worse than, it happening from a random bystander, because, when you trust somebody, you put your all into them and you think that they'll never do you wrong. And then next thing you know, something like that happens. So I'm not saying this to scare anybody or have people on edge. I'm saying this to let you know that it can happen at any given time, any given place, and what to look out for. And like I mentioned before, sexual assault on that side doesn't always deal with just the RAPE word. It could deal with a simple touching a person's body part that they didn't want to be touched. Sometimes it could just be simply even touching anywhere on their body. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be in an inappropriate place. That could be considered sexual harassment if not careful. Well, I'm sorry, assault if not careful. Harassment, maybe sending unsolicited pictures, private part pictures, or, things of that sort. That can be considered harassment as well. Next week, I'm going to get into more details about the very, very specifics of harassment and assault. And I'm probably going to also get into examples and whatnot. This week's discussion was very general. I think very much straight to the point. But next week may be a little triggering. In fact, I would say the next 2 weeks might be a little triggering. So if there's any point in time where you want to get off the video and then come back, you know, when you feel like you're ready, or maybe you might not feel like you're ready to come back at all, that's perfectly fine. I respect it. However, this is a topic I'm not going to shy away from. This is a very tough topic to talk about in general, even for me, because I'm thinking about my audience and, you know, I want people to know this information because this information is very important. I don't think this information is talked about enough because maybe some people feel embarrassed. Maybe some people are scared to, I guess, scare people away, maybe their viewers or whatnot. But I really want people to understand the different dynamics of this and to understand that this is a serious matter and to also understand that this is not okay when it happens. It's not okay to sexually harass someone. It's not okay to sexually assault someone. It's not okay to harass or assault someone in general, but I'm just speaking specifically on the dynamics of what we're talking about this month with Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And I'm also going to be talking about harassment as well, because the two actually do tie in together, okay? So enough of that. I thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really, really do appreciate it. I understand that this was kind of a straight to the point video, not too much detail as of yet, but best believe these next 2 to 3 weeks, we are definitely going to be going in and really just breaking down, you know, figuring out ultimately how can we help each other? How can we protect our loved ones? Because, you know, no one wants to hear about a friend, a family member, or even half of themselves to be sexually harassed or sexually assaulted, man or woman. It's not a good thing, okay? So I love you guys. Again, this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Remember, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that notification button to stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesday videos, and I'll catch you guys later.